Howdy, and how do you do? I hope you're all having a wonderful day thus far, and today is actually going to be a little bit different of a video. We're actually not going to be playing Peglin. I've been kind of diving into our channel a little bit and looking at the analytics, and there's something I do want to talk about. And so that being said, I'll just bring this on up. So this is our little analytics page, and now there's a few things that was striking to me. Well, the number one most important thing that struck out to me is our click-through rate. And of course, if you ever hear a YouTuber or any content creators talk about they want those click-through rates to be higher, and I think 3.5 is well below the average. I think you'd want it to be at least like 6 or 7 at least, I think. So that is obviously contributed to our thumbnails, which if you can look at our content here, our thumbnails, not necessarily the greatest, but I build our thumbnails with Microsoft Publisher because that's just what I have available to me. I already pay for the Microsoft Suite. So for my personal and professional life, I already have it purchased, and I didn't want to spend more money on something like Photoshop or Adobe or whatever else people use for making their thumbnails. So all I did was use Microsoft Publisher, and then making the file size the same size as a thumbnail and then making it that way. And so yeah, I am limited as to my mobility of my thumbnails, but I also started looking at other channels that I think are successful channels and doing very well for themselves. And whenever I was doing this, of course, you always hear about Mr. Beast, the guy who's got YouTube figured out. He knows the YouTube algorithm. He knows how to make a video pop and all that information. Yes. And I do agree with that 100%. I agree with that. But as you can see, look at his thumbnails, and yeah, it makes you want to see there's a Lamborghini and a hydraulic press. We'd want to go watch that. Yes, they all look, he kind of has the same open mouth look on each one, but if that's what works, it works. I didn't even notice he has the same open mouth. Oh, nope, mouth closed, 69, huh? Mouth open, over 100 million. Mouth not really that open, less than 100. Mouth open, over 100. That's kind of interesting. Mouth closed, 81. Mouth closed, 64. Mouth not open, huh? That's kind of interesting, but that's not what I was talking about. But do you see that production quality of these thumbnails? There's so much work that he puts into these thumbnails, or he has someone on his team put into these thumbnails to make them look eye-popping. They're colorful, they draw attention, you kind of wonder what's going on, this hydraulic press. And then if you click on the video itself, look at the editing in it. And he has a whole team to help with editing and everything. And it's always upbeat, very excitable, and interesting at all times. But see, that's not really something for a channel like us. We're more of the games, roguelikes, a little more relaxing, a little more chill, kind of game-wise, sitting down and talking is essentially what it is. I essentially sit here and talk about whatever's on my mind or tell you stories about my past or whatnot. And that's kind of our forte. And so this doesn't really fit into our mold. We produce videos every day. He's only producing videos so often. So further in my research, I found the guy who I think has YouTube figured out to a T. I think they have it. He could probably put a patent on it, on how he runs YouTube. And that is Charlie, aka Penguin Zero or Moist Critical, however you know him. I think he's got it all figured out. Because if you look at his videos, just look at them. These thumbnails, they're no different. Actually, they're probably they're easier to make than my thumbnails are even. That's just a screenshot essentially of what happens in the video. and these are getting 2.3. Granted, it is the topic of what he's discussing that helps it too, but it's his viewership, consistent viewership, and knowing it's going to be a quality topic. Now, I am well aware I'm not as witty or as funny as Charlie is. He's just built diffy, is a way to say it, I guess. But you can just see he's just got a presence on it where that's not even like, he doesn't have to put much work into his thumbnails. If you look at his videos, let's just look at this video right here. There are cuts of him talking. That was an ad, I believe. Yeah, that was an ad. Prime Gaming. And then it's just him sitting there talking. There is cuts. There is some bits of screenshots that get thrown up into the thing like this up on the screen. So there's some editing to it. And as you can see there was a jump cut right after it, where boom, it cuts there. So there is some jump cuts and stuff, so it's not like as easy as mine are to upload, since mine are a one cut raw footage of me just talking and us playing a game together, is essentially what it is. His is a little more topic based, talking, etc., but it's still not as much work as like one of these Mr. Beast videos where it's heavily edited, heavily exciting, very high energy, all that. It's more laid back, easygoing, relatively easy for him to make. Some of it's even made from his while he's streaming. So let's look like this one right here. Dark and Darker is amazing. It's just a clip of him playing the game from his stream. So he streams on Twitch as Moist Critical. If you didn't know, a little plug. I'm sure everyone knows who he is that's watching this, I'd imagine. If not, I would highly recommend checking him out for sure. He's pretty funny, he's enjoyable to watch, but this is just from his stream. And all he did was cut it out of his VOD and upload it to YouTube. Easy as that for him. And then gets XYZ views, and that's just him playing games. That's essentially what we do. Him playing games, talking to you all, talking to his viewers, talking to his chat and whatnot. And so this is why I think Charlie has this whole YouTube thing locked down. And that's why I kind of want to pick up some things from him. Yeah, I'm curious. I don't have a way to see what his click-through rate is, but I'm sure it's high just because it's Charlie, and I mean, I just imagine so with the size of channel he is. Granted, he doesn't have that great of video return. He's got 12 million subscribers, 1 million views, which that's phenomenal numbers on its own. These views are phenomenal, but percentage wise doesn't correlate as much. Like Mr. Beast, he has 127 million subscribers. His videos are getting almost the same amount of views as his subscriber count. So that's kind of a measurement. Even if you look at our channel here, let's look at our channel now. Don't make fun of our numbers in comparison, but we're just built a little different than they are for now. But you look at us, we're getting, well, look at recent 434. These are little newer videos, so it's a little different. But our views, like this day, 352 out of 1,030 subscribers. I don't think there's a way to see a subscriber count. Subscribers, no, that's increases subscribers, content. I don't know, we have 1,030. We'll look at the dashboard. 1,030 right there. So we have 1,030, we got 352 views. 352 views, yeah, I said that right. And so, yeah, not bad percentages, I would say, but for a channel our size and the amount we're wanting to grow, we need to have that higher percentage. And so after looking into Charlie's, I did want to look at audience. This is one of my favorite places to look. And now I usually click on the top 3 people. Now the top 3 people, I watch them all because they're the top 3 that intertwine with our channel. And so I want to see what they're doing in comparison. And if you look at their videos, Peglin videos, Peglin, He's not all Peglin for sure. He takes a few days off of Peglin, which I think is great for while Peglin's kind of at that lull stage in between updates and whatnot. It's pretty nice to have these like other games to have viewers to. But you can see his Peglin videos are doing very well, very, very well in comparison. But he's also a larger channel too, very large channel, which Aliens Rock is phenomenal. If you haven't watched him, watch him. I assume you guys do, since it's the #1 most crossover viewership aspect, so you probably know who he is. Sorry. And then a Deadfish, big Peglin channel here. You can see him producing videos. 2 days ago 3.2, 1 day ago 1.3. Very good thumbnails as well, as you can tell. And let's look at Aliens Rock. His thumbnails, it looks like he took a little page out of Penguin's book, where it's just a picture of him there from the video itself. Probably I started watching this video. No, it's not from the video itself. It looks like it's just a picture of his webcam section. But yeah, a Deadfish puts a lot of work into his thumbnails. Always has very good thumbnails too. Very drawing in, which I don't have that. I'm not the greatest at making thumbnails. I do have to admit that. And then Frost Prime, we'll go take a gander at Mr. Frost Prime. You can tell he's also making some Peglin videos. 5 hours ago, he just uploaded a Peglin video. And so you can see he's also making them, and that would make sense why we have so much crossover. He does a lot of Slay the Spire. We've done Slay the Spire quite a bit in the past as well. And so that could explain why we have so much crossover as well. So aside from looking at those three, I wanted to take a peek at some people further down the line that have maybe less crossover. And so there's Clip Shots here, which we've talked about Clip Shots before. We celebrated, well, we called out for his 1,000 subscribers, and that was a pretty big deal a few months back. That was pretty impressive. And so he's doing well making Peglin videos. I do like his thumbnails in the aspect of you can tell which one's he or his Peglin videos, because he always has the same Peglin cutout look to it. It's that same Peglin. I assume he created it himself in some program, and he just changes it all the time. And he does very well for his Peglin videos, 1.9, 850 and whatnot. Very well for himself, and he's growing phenomenally, which is fantastic. He's been on the channel, well, he joined in 2014, but he just recently started really building up, ramping up. Ever since he hit Peglin, he started growing fast. And so that is what brings me to this next point. Let's look at Mice Ring here. Mice Ring, 1,000 subscribers, about the same size as us. I think they're slightly bigger than us. Mice Ring, I think 1,030, so same size, if not slightly bigger. Been around since joined July 15th, 2022. When do you think we started? Let's take a gander at when we started. We joined July 5th, 2022, and we have 107,000 views. 107,000 views, while Mice Ring joined 10 days after us and has 322,000 views. Now, why do we have intersecting videos? Why are we have viewers? As you can tell, there's no Peglin in here. He doesn't have absolutely any Peglin videos. He doesn't have any Slay the Spire videos. He doesn't have any Binding of Isaac videos. He has, I'm not sure what game this is, to be quite honest with you. Does it tell me what game it is? But it looks like it's a roguelike. A lot of floors. But I'm not sure what game. Shotgun King, The Final Checkmate? Is it Shotgun King? I don't know. But he plays this game almost exclusively here recently. Yes, he throws in those occasional ones, like we throw in Binding of Isaac, we throw in Slay the Spire, we throw in Brotato, we throw in whatever game else there is. But we focus solely on Peglin as the most part. And now this is where I kind of think we need to expand a little bit, because this game right here, I haven't ever seen it on my on my suggested videos or anything like that. So let's look. He's just popping off with it. Now there's one video right here, 56,000 views on this one video. For a channel his size is phenomenal. So it's wonder what the market in this video is. There's obviously people that are willing to watch it, that like watching it. So how many games are like this out there that there's such a small market? Granted, Peglin, I love Peglin. Peglin's treated as phenomenal, and I won't stop playing Peglin. But with Peglin, let's look at our statistics again. With Peglin, we're also having channels like Aliens Rock, A Dead Fish, Frost Prime, Retromation. Do you play Peglin? I don't think you do. No, you're Brotato. That's where we get our crossover, I assume. Because I didn't think you played Peglin. But we have these large channels that 524,000 subscribers. Those subscribers are probably going to get most of their fix from Peglin. And to be honest with you, they play Peglin better than I do. Most of what our content is me talking and trying to be entertaining or trying to connect, or I don't know, just being, talking. Decompressing of the day, I think, is mostly what I use this channel for. I just candidly talk. And so this is what I wanted this video to be, is where I can kind of candidly talk through my thoughts whenever I'm looking at the statistics here and what I see. So I think Micerang, phenomenal job. Did a phenomenal job with theirs. They found a market, a game, stuck to it just like we did. We look at our channel, our content, actually, we just look at all of our content. We got Peglin coming consistently for pages and pages. We have content, just all Peglin. We stayed consistent with it. I think that's the best way to grow. Now, to continue growing, I think it's going to be a little harder, because I think you could stay with that same game. And I think, oh, I pulled that out. Micerang, I think he's got a lot more growing to do, especially if one of his videos got 56,000 views. He's got a lot more growing to get with this game. A whole lot more. Peglin, yes, I can continue to grow with Peglin, for sure. But at what speed would we be growing? Would we be able to hit our goals? So we have a goal of 1,250 subscribers by the end of Q1, quarter one, which is January, February, March, end of March. And we're already almost halfway through January. We've only gotten 30 subscribers. We're kind of been teetering over 30. We've gained 2, lose some, gain some, lose some. We've been just kind of stale here. And now we're at that situation where do we want to go? Where is the best way to go or move on? And I think Penguins Zero, or Charlie, or Moist Critical, I think he's got this figured out. He's got this YouTube thing figured out. Now, Mr. Beast gets the most views, for sure. He gets so much views, and he's grown so much. But I think Charlie, with the amount of work and amount of showing of his, the thumbnail work, everything seems to work perfectly with the amount of efficiency there is. I think he is the most efficient YouTuber. Now, I don't know if he's the best. Probably the best YouTuber is Mr. Beast. He knows how to get those views. He knows how to get all those views. But the most efficient YouTuber, I think, is Penguins Zero right here. He's been around for a very long time. I think that's around the time YouTube started. I don't know when YouTube started, but very, very well for himself. And I think he's probably the most efficient channel that I've seen. And so that was kind of my purpose today, was kind of talk over that a little bit and kind of get your feedback and let me know what your thoughts are, opinions are. And yeah, I don't think anything's really going to change for now in the immediate future. It's going to be still Peglin content, still Binding of Isaac, and we're going to continue on to make the best that we can be and become better and continue learning. I think that's the whole aspect of it. And with this video especially, this was just learning. This was me talking through my thoughts. What do I see, and in relation, what do you know that I might not, or what do you see that I might be overlooking or not put enough value into, might not be really jumping at it as much or paying enough attention at it. So that's what I kind of want your help with. This is our channel. We want to build it as best we can. We want to grow as much as we can. We want to make sure we're producing the right things, the best things for us, not the best things overall, because like I said, we're no Mr. Beast. I would love to do some philanthropy. I just don't have the means, the times, the resources for it right now. Like, he is a phenomenal person. Phenomenal. Here's his accomplishments, which if you ever have the time, just pause the video and read through those. Those are fantastic. And I would subscribe. I would recommend subscribing to everyone that I mentioned today. Subscribing to Penguins, Mr. Beast, Aliens Rock, A Dead Fish, Frost Prime, Retromation. I haven't really seen too many of his videos. Clip Shots, Mice Ring. They're all very good channels, up and coming. Some are up and coming, like these two individuals. Some are continuing to grow, like these three. Well, he's still up and coming, I consider. So please let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Link to our Discord in the description below. Consider liking the channel. I think I need to get a little bit better on verbalizing the likes and the subscribing things. I just never really have the best of time. Like, I never remember to do it until the end of the video like this. So it is what it is. We're all still learning. So thank you so much, and I look forward to talking with you all later. Bye-bye.